course, you are back at One Fight Night 10, May 5th against Kairat Akhmetov. But Reece, I want to start with something that I noticed whilst I was looking through kind of what people have been saying about you and things like that in the last few months. And I saw a quote from Demetrius Johnson, of course, the flyweight champion. I believe it was right after your last win, where he said that you're not too far away. I believe is the quote that he said. He kind of name dropped you as a potential contender in the near future. Hearing that, and then it all working out where you're competing on the same card as him, it feels like it's a perfect setup for you to make a statement and then face the winner of the main event at One Fight Night 10, right?
Yeah, look, that's pretty much the way I've got it going in my head. The winner of this will be fighting for gold next. It's the only way I can really picture this going. With Akhmetov being number two, uh, 5 fight win streak. Yeah, for sure. I think whoever wins this one's fighting for gold next.
Yeah. Um, Obviously it's a huge card. With one championship making their debut over in the US. Were you expecting to be on this card? Like, what was your
No, not at
reaction?
all. Yeah, I was absolutely blown away. I could not believe that I got the call up to be making history with one championship again. When they named the Japanese card and I got on that, I just couldn't believe it. So yeah, it's a full pinch yourself kind of fight camp. This one, yeah, pretty much got myself off the tools. Work's helped me out there, and yeah, we're giving this one everything, dotting every I, crossing every T. You believe it?
Yeah, I think that it's great. It shows great faith in yourself and kind of the stakes of this matchup because when you look at the card, you can see why every fight has been chosen for this specific card. You know, whether it's there's a US fighter in that particular fight, whether there's someone that they really want to showcase. And I think with in your case, they know it's going to be a great fight, and also it sets up the narrative for the winner of the main event, right? Like it just all seems to unfold perfectly in that way for yourself.
Yeah, too well. And I mean, if yeah, I don't want one of the main event guys to pull out or whatever, but if they do, then we're in on there to take place. So yeah, the narrative's written. It's perfect. It's like the Grand Prix written all over again, except now I'm not a pup no more.
Yeah. Is this your first time fighting in the US?
Yeah, yeah. This is also my American debut, so I'm absolutely ecstatic. I just cannot believe that I'm on the card. It's yeah, it's blown my mind. I'm just working my ass off, trying to do everything right and get over there, kick some butt.
Yeah. I think I'm so excited for this event just to see. I mean, the card itself is obviously stacked, right? But to see so many fighters get that opportunity for the first time, that people who watch one championship regularly are used to tuning in and seeing that roster be stars in Asia. But now you kind of get to see not just yourself, but like Rod Tang and Stamp and a bunch of the people on this card. Feels like such an exciting moment for the majority of the people on the card. Like, so that excitement level, I think that you've got is going to be matched across the board, and that just feels like such an exciting prospect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like all of the fights could have been a main event somewhere. It's every
Yeah.
single fight could have been a main event on another card. So, yeah, amazing card, and we're on early. I'm gonna try to steal this show and get the hand raised, and then be fighting for gold at the end of the year.
Another part of it feeling like a perfect kind of a perfect storm of it all fitting into place for you to have this opportunity to go out there and solidify the place as the next in line for the title is obviously the fact that it's against Akhmetov, who you fought back in the Grand Prix. Was it 4 years ago? I believe, like quite some time ago
Yeah,
now.
something like that. Yeah,
What do you feel like has changed the most about yourself as a competitor since that fight?
I've just grown a lot. I kind of with my new mentor. in John Wayne Parr, it's yeah, I've been reminded, this is the people hurting business, and we're just doing things just different. And I'm coming in not just like fit, I'm coming in fighting fit, and it's different. It's I think I've shown it in my last couple uh with him, and we just hit different levels this time around, and yeah, I'm excited to showcase it.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna get round to it at some point, but we have to talk about John Wayne Parr. How obviously you mentioned him then as like a huge factor in kind of your recent run, but what do you feel like is maybe something he adds to your game that people wouldn't think of at first?
He's an amazing pad holder.
Right.
It's something that I've definitely lacked of, or almost never had my whole career. And we just have this joint camaraderie thing that's just like in sync. It's yeah, it's something I didn't really think would work, and it does. And I'm so fit already and gonna get fitter, hitting harder. It's just, man, yeah. If you don't believe it, you're gonna feel it.
Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, I never would have thought of that. Of course, I can't talk to you about this fight without talking about the kind of potential reward that we have been mentioning throughout, which is you fighting for the flyweight world championship, which is being contested on the same night as your fight with Akhmetov. How do you see the trilogy fight, the main event, Demetrius Johnson versus Adriano Moraes 3 going down?
I think it's going to come down to the weight cut again. I think Moraes has
Mm.
had heaps of time this time to do it. He's done it in the past. He just, don't know, he messed up on that last one. I think that played dividends for Demetrius. Yeah, this time around, it could go either way again. Moraes is so tall, and DJ's small. So, yeah, man, it's like one of those tune-in moments. I can't wait to be watching it live.
Do you final question. Do you have a preference who like is when you get your hand raised against Akhmetov, do you have a preference of who wins the main event?
You know what? It's going to sound a bit weird, but I was meant to fight Moraes back in 2018, and he pulled out. So yeah, I'd really love to get my hands on him. To be honest, it's that's my preference.
Cool. Thank you so much, mate. All the best for the fight. All the best for the flight over as well, because I'm sure that is going to be a long one.
Yeah, altitude. That's probably what I'm more nervous about is the altitude. So we'll see
yeah,
how it goes.
yeah, that's a good point, my friend. Thank you so much, mate. Have a good rest of your day.